Proposals for a new state budget have been circulating all around the Capitol. And speaking of proposals, Kelsey Hoke, I love you. And for all the questions I've ever asked you in this newsroom or any other newsroom, the most important question is right around the corner. But to make sure that I get the answer that I want, I did enlist some help, but all you have to worry about doing is to sit back, relax, and enjoy your day.
Hi, Kels.
Hi, Kelsey.
Hey, Kelsey.
Hey, Kelsey.
Hey, Kelsey.
Hi, Kelsey.
Hey, Kelsey.
Hey, Kelsey. Hey, Kelsey. Hi, Kelsey.
Hey, Kelsey. Nathan called me up and wanted me to make a video trying to convince you to marry the guy. But let's face it, that's a complete waste of time because we already know what the answer is going to be. We knew it when you guys first started dating.
It's been nearly 4 years since you told me that you had a crush on Nathan. You would be going on Taco Bell runs and Wendy's runs at like 2 o'clock in the morning. And I remember thinking to myself, man, this girl must be really into this guy.
Nathan, he was the producer of Hardwood, hosting Gridiron, stressed to the max, but you were always there for him.
Nathan would always bring us back insomnia cookies, and we would eat way too many of them.
We would joke about like, oh, when's the wedding? When's the wedding? Well, in all reality, I think we knew that it was actually going to happen one day.
When I knew it was for real, the week before you graduated, I asked Nathan what he was doing for dinner one night, and he just told me he had plans. And later you showed up, brought dinner to our house, and I realized those plans weren't with me anymore.
So one of my memories is driving around West Virginia with you guys. It was plain to see that you two were definitely meant to be. There was a chemistry there that seemed to spark.
Every time that he was always with me or Josh or anybody else, he always said great things about you. I could just tell that he was always in love.
Nathan and I have been tremendous friends since we were 7. Since he met and started dating you, he's just been extremely happy.
You guys are definitely the best definition I can think of what true love is. And you have a love story that so many people wish that they get to have.
You did his hair once for Gridiron, and I remember you told me, you're like, he needs a little bit of help. And I'm like, yeah, that's a real couple.
I knew from the start it was something special. You could just tell by the way Nate always acted around you.
You were basically our 7th roommate while we were at school.
So the thing that actually sticks out to me the most isn't something from when you guys were together, but actually from when you were apart, that semester that you graduated early. You could tell that Nathan was just never quite himself when you weren't there because part of him was somewhere else. Also, I feel like I heard a lot of excuses to have your name brought up in conversation.
When I first met you, there was one word or name, I should say, that always came up in every conversation we had. Nathan, Nathan, Nathan.
I kind of knew that this is probably going to be the guy that was going to be here with us a while ago. Probably back maybe in the fall of 2014 on that weekend trip when we went up to Michigan State and Nathan just had to go with us.
I knew in the fall of 14 when I attended Dad's weekend, and we carried 6 30-packs of beer across campus because Nathan was committed to have that party that night, and I really appreciated that.
And the time that you and Nathan visited me at my apartment in Atlanta, and I know it was a pretty long and treacherous journey for you guys, so it's no wonder that you pretty much crashed as soon as we got back to my apartment that night. But what you didn't know was after you had fallen asleep and Nathan and I were still up playing poker, he looked over at you at one point and then kind of looked back at me and said, "She's pretty great, huh?"
I can recall the date, November 1st, 2013. You came home to visit to watch Gunner play on a Friday night. We were leaving the stadium after the game, and you offered to get me Wendy's. So we're sitting in the Wendy's drive-thru line, and you showed me this picture of this boy. He was dressed as Patrick Bateman from American Psycho, and you looked really happy in that picture.
Every time I see an ampersand, of course, I immediately think of you. However, whenever I think about what the ampersand symbolizes, and I think of Kelsey and Nathan, and I think you two are great together.
Whenever I think of you and Nathan, I think of the fun you guys have together. Whether it's an inside joke, or the two of you just being silly and sharing a laugh, or even when we're all playing board games.
First time that I thought you and Nathan were meant to be was we were at Sibs weekend in February, and just the amount of fun that you guys had that night and the whole weekend, and nobody will ever understand
that story at the bus stop.
OU has such an incredible way of bringing people together.
I saw how happy he made you then and how happy he makes you now.
And it's honestly awesome to see where you guys are today. I don't know how you put up with him as much as you do.
I've seen nothing but happiness and laughter when you two are together.
You're the perfect combination of loving, caring, extremely talented people.
This is seriously the definition of a power couple.
Nathan and Kelsey Hoke. Just has a ring to it, doesn't it?
He seems like a good pick.
I mean, let's be honest here, he's a stud.
He's a sweetheart. He's an awesome friend. I know for a fact that no matter what in life, he will always be there by your side.
But he also has a very, very solid financial plan.
You will literally live happily ever after.
You guys are just such a great team.
I think it's a safe bet to say that you will be pretty good at saying that name for the rest of your life.
You two are so good for each other, and he brings you so much joy.
I really think that he is the right guy for you.
You can't imagine spending one day without him.
Thank you, Kelsey, for bringing happiness to our kid.
Nothing makes a parent happier than knowing their kid is happy.
He makes you happy, and it makes me happy.
As you're bawling right now, Kelsey, I just want you to remember it's one word, 3 letters. Say yes.
Say yes.
Say yes.
Say yes.
Say yes.
Say yes. Say yes.
Say yes.
Say yes.
Say yes.
Say yes.
Say yes.
Say yes.
You say yes.
You gotta say yes.
Kelsey, stop wasting everyone else's time. Say yes.
I know if you say yes today, he'll bring you a lifetime of love and happiness. I love you and enjoy this day.
Hello. I have a confession to make. I didn't verbatim any of my sound last night, so I was working on something. So.
One interview should not take 5 hours.
No. My turn now. My first memory of us is of a girl that every conversation I ever had, I'd never wanted to leave, and every day that feeling persists and grows stronger. Every day I find myself more and more in love with you, and I'd like to continue to grow in life and in love together. So, the question that's becoming a long time now, Kelsey Hoke. Courtesy of Lee Lau for viewers. I'm my dad. Thank you. Will you marry me?
Yes.
Well, I have no idea what to do. This one? I hope it fits. Does it fit? It fits. Ish. Okay. You can help me out the rest of the way.
Say hi to Huntington.
I had no idea about this.
We've been lying a lot lately. Yeah. It's been hard.
Yeah, I've also promised to never be that deceitful to you again for him. It's a blue ribbon, or pink. I can't even tell my colors right now. The only thing I didn't plan was the speech afterward.
Huh?
So the only thing I didn't plan was the speech afterward. That was not great.
Kelsey, give me one of these. It's gorgeous. Can you get the card?
What, we should get one for the pros.
Hey Kelsey, what was it like putting your engagement shoot in the planner?
I'm sorry,
It's like the ultimate one.
Really late, man.
She's the thing that shows over.
What's the kid's name? I was like,
When she came out to take the baby again, I was like, I thought it was really nice that it could